Super League. But for Gafford ladies, experience, we've talked about it, having some of the new players in there. Tina Nambirige played on the national team. She played with She Corporate. Now she's here with Asubo Gafford ladies. You would expect that experience at the back. Players like Claire at the back also. Players like Shibaza Roango, Shakira, the captain. So clearly you would see a bit of experience, and the newcomers really trying to weigh their efforts and make sure probably they can start on a high, because we all know 3 games in the group, you have to win at least 2 to make sure you guarantee your chances of qualifying.
Of course, Shafik Mutebi, Ayesiga Rogers, the same gaffer for team King of Kings. And yet, in some 1 week and a half back, it was at the same venue, of course, taking control of that team, Toro Queens, and of course, made in some great performance, despite them not making out of that group.
Yeah, of course, he knows what it takes because he has been here twice with Toro Queens, and now he's back with King of Kings. Maybe he was disappointed with the Toro Queens after the performance they had in the FUFA Women's Super League. So the hope is in the young lads, that is King of Kings, to see that they go through from the group stages to the quarterfinals, and maybe they progress to the FUFA Women's Super League. So he knows what it takes. He has been here, and I think they have a chance because they are newbies. Gafford doesn't know King of Kings so much, and maybe Coach Ayesiga has managed to watch Gafford. He has played against them, so maybe somehow he knows the team, and he knows where to pull a trigger so that he can win this game. But it is a game to watch, and to me I think one of the 2 teams playing this afternoon maybe will get a higher chance of qualifying from the group stages as leaders of Group 1. And if you ask me when and how the game will be, I think because of
that was my next question to you.
Yeah, I think it is 2-sided because Gafford has experienced players, and King of Kings has young lads who are ambitious, who want to see their team achieve a success, and I think the difference will be there. And Gafford has, as Joel has said, has some experienced players, and to me I think that could be difference will be how they are going to approach a King of Kings. If they come as they know that they have experience, the game is done, then I think it will be a bit more difficult for them. But if they come and approach King of Kings as a team to the same stage as they are, then I think they will manage to win. But expect more surprises, as we saw in the first game, because after the first stanza everyone was like dynamic as the game, and after the end of the game it was a different story. So to me I think it is going to be a game of 2 sides, and maybe somehow the experience of the coaches will determine the winner of this game.
Yeah, of course, Joel. To me, I'm seeing experience taking up the chance of the day. What's your take, and what's your, of course, what do you have to talk about this game?
You would say we said almost the same thing in the first game. We thought experience would play the part, but at the end of the day, Luel managed to get all 3 points. So it's quite different, and I probably think Asubo Gafford come into this game with a bit of an upper hand. But the only worry for me is they've had managerial changes, changing from Mustafa Kainda. Now the new coach at the helm is I'm forgetting his name.
Subuga Jackson.
Subuga Jackson is the new coach. You probably feel he has a little bit of pressure on him, because we all know Subuga Gafford has been here for some time, and their ultimate target is to make sure they play in the top tier league. So if they don't get the perfect start they would want, you'd clearly see pressure mounting on him as a new coach. So for me, I think it will be a little bit a tough contest. We all know, like we said, about the coach, Roger Ayesiga. He's been with Toro Queens. We also what they played here, the kind of performance they put up, you would expect more of the same with King of Kings. So it's really a tight one, but I would say Gafford, like I said, they have an upper hand simply because of the experience, the couple of players they have in there, and you'd think players that have played on the national team, like Shakira, Mutiba, the captain, and Tina Nambirige, they would probably give them a bit of an edge over King of Kings.
That's it from the 2 football encyclopedias in Uganda. as women football is concerned. Of course, Coach Shafik Mutevi, and of course, Joel Muita, the man from the Eastern. See you at halftime.
Yo, kemudian usia macam ada. Wali berbeda di. Musau, karena kasih berapa di? Aku mana?
Right, welcoming you to game number 2. It is one battle that will be putting up two sides today. It is Asubo Gafford up against the King of Kings in today's game. A lot to play for the two sides, but let's wait and see if the Asubo team can actually go down, or Asubo team can go down and put up a spirited fight like what we did see a little while ago. We need to see some good performances coming in from Luero. Queens there had a very, very good game earlier on, coming from 2 down to win by 3 goals to 2. Asubo dressed in blue. On the other side, the King of Kings dressed in white. Question remains, who will be victorious today? Will it be the Asubo side or will it be the King of Kings? It's a battle between two sides from a different region today. Long ball away. Asubo side now trying to begin the pressure up. It's going to be a flag up for the offside. It's been awarded. Offside here. So let's see which will be. Ball sent away by Caro, collected at the midfield level. To the wing side looking for Namuli. Oh, this could be a chance here for the Gafford side inside the D. Can they quickly score? Outside. Very good chance really, you have to admit. A very, very good pressing here from the Gafford side as they continue to look for something from here. There will be a goal kick to be sent away, looking to Florence Kahebe. Or Kahebi rather. Rose Amanyile rather. Zanu gets that ball away. Rose. They're keeping the pressure now. Asubo do have Apollo Janat, Zalwange Shiba together with Namagembe Aisha. Well available. Looking for the goals today for the Asubo side here. Slowly by slowly. It's a very compact game, you have to admit, from both sides. So wondering why she had to go down. That is Tina Nambirigo. Miriam. Apollo Janat is offside, so the referee will be awarding that for the offside there. So free kick awarded. Well, the thing about the two games today is the level at which we have a lot of talk coming in from the ladies in here. Floated away there by Tina. That will be another throw in here. Throw coming up. Looking to see how far it will be panning through. Well, Gafford up against the King of Kings. Well, Subuga Jackson will be making sure that everything goes according to plan. Now the chase here. Goalkeeper coming out of her line, and now some bit of a collision there with the defender. It's not kept on play by Apollo Janat. So the referee quickly going to check whether the goalkeeper Karunji Diana, maybe a defender in Kahebi Florence are okay. Now the medical team has been called through. The goalkeeper seems to be very much okay, but the King of Kings still have a football on the ground. That is Ayesiga Rogers, the coach of the King of Kings. So waiting to see whether we shall be able to get some results from this game. Well, that's the collision, really. That's the collision. It was a battle between Penina and the goalkeeper Kirunji Diana. And Penina actually landing on Kirunji. Hope she'll be able to continue this match.
I'm behind you, top 5. Lawrence, play your role. Top 5.
All right. So taking their time. There'll be a throw-in. Throw shall be brought in very quickly. It's away there by Miriam. Straight to the goalkeeper Diana Kirunji. That's a very poor clearance there, Miriam. Well, the way at which the King of Kings is playing its game really against the experience of the Asubo side, it's a little bit wanting. Rose to throw. Amanyire. Rose Amanyire. That's a poor throw from Rose. But the referee doesn't want that as a foul, so we shall be having the Asubo side going to throw this one. Brought in by Nakayua Miriam. Collected perfectly to the captain. Away by Miriam. Offensive headers here. More headers going through. Rachel. Collected perfectly. Nice dilly-dally there coming in from Keller. Penina looking for that. Just away by Namuli. Patricia looking for Shakira. Namuli again. Trying to drop that ball was Shiba Salwango. And the flag is up for the offside again. Pressure, really pressure here. Well, King of Kings actually coming in from the Oil City, Poima, and they'll be looking very much to see if they can kill this today. Nuru. It's a very big clearance from Nuru. The flick not very good from Namagembe. Apolot. Olivia. It's a battle in the midfield here from both sides. You can see how different the game is today. There is no free flow at that midfield. It's basically a compact game. And that's going to be a corner. Corner here. Let's wait and see what comes in from this corner. And goalkeeper Karunji Diana will be watching on this. Chererezi Penina also watching on this, but Subo Garford get the corner, swung in well. It's a gliding head away, and the chase is from Tina. Now throw in. Away by Rose. Collected well by the captain. She's doing her magic here. Just cannot keep the ground. That was a tackle from behind there. And Shakira could have been in trouble. Nothing yielding, nothing coming up. Free kick here. The referee wants this to be set slightly behind. Kabinaki Sylvia will be the one to drop this ball forward. It's a very big ball away. King of Kings holding. Now they are distributing. Looking for Sharon. Beats one. Can they deliver this well? Yes, they do. But swept away. It's good football from the King of Kings. Very, really good football here. Shakira on the pass. Stolen away. And the attack is relatively very okay. The chase on. Kahebi, goalkeeper is in trouble here. There is a blue shirt now. They'll be looking to go for goal on the wing side. Aisha tries to take on Karo Koka, that is Kobeibe. And that easily glows away for a throw-in. Throw-in for Namuli Patricia. Looking to get this ball in very long, Namuli. Brushed forward, collected well here. Unfortunately, they just can't keep the ball on play. That goes away for a throw here to the King of Kings. Well, it's still 0-0 in the match between the King of Kings and the Gafford. Still 0-0 here. Wonderful match, wonderful match. Perfect play, the run is on here. They're trying to pile the pressure up here. And now stolen away, very, very fair. Perfect play, very, very good game here. Nice movement, good football. Free kick, Asabo, or Asubo rather. I don't know exactly why I have to continue saying that, but it's Asubo. It's a free kick to be brought in. I can see Rachel standing on this, but she'll be leaving it to Zalwango. Zalwango Shiba. Shiba goes slightly behind. Now Tina. Olivia trying to drop that ball forward. Fortunately, they just run out of steam and the ball goes out for throw in here tonight. Solid performance from both sides as they try to square off each other. Miriam repossessing the ball here. Does lose the ball in the midfield in particular. Now King of Kings trying to venture forward. It's a very good run, Katusime. And she fouls in the process, Katusime. Brings down Namatovu Claire. This is still very much alive. This is a game that can actually go anywhere. You just cannot write out any of these sides so far. Kahebi, Amanyire loses to Shakira, stolen away perfectly. Good rounding up there from there's a chance of a roundup. Free kick. Rachel. Long by Zalwanga onto the wing side now. Left leg cross into the box line. A chance here. Ooh, collision with the goalkeeper. And that's going to be a foul. Well, you have to admit that Nuru, that's Nuru. She didn't mean to actually go that hard, Nuru. But the free kick has just been awarded. Actually, Nuru was not on my starting lineup. She was on the bench. I think there was a problem that happened, and she had to be called on a little bit later for Asubo. And the collision between Nuru and Chanzi. Now there you have it. Free kick to King of Kings. The goalkeeper Karunji Diana still down, receiving medical attention, and the team comes together to have a little bit of a small word. Everybody throwing up their arms, talking and talking. Cherenzi Penina, they are talking. In comes Kabeinachi Sylvia. It's like a water break for Asubo. Captain Aisha, listening to what the coach is saying on the side. Sorry, Shakira rather. Just 15 minutes of the game. It's still Gafford nil, King of Kings nil. Still on the ground, goalkeeper still on the ground. Hope it's not very serious. It looks like Tina Nambiri will also go there to check if everything is okay. Chirunji Diana still receiving some medical attention there. Looks like Chirunji is also demanding medical attention because she too goes to the ground. But this is some of the action from the game prior. Katusime Evelyn trying to do some very good sidestepping. You can see the skills today. Namatovu Claire was the last on that. Well, as the goalkeeper continues to get that medical attention, just to remind you that this is the FUFA Women's Elite League, coming to you live all the way from the FUFA Technical Center in Njeru. The Elite League is basically the number 2 tier league in the ladies category after the Super League. Then in comes this. Chirunji Diana on the ground receiving attention. Close to her is Nambirigo Tina from Asubo Gafford Ladies FC. Also requesting for a check on that leg of hers. Well, the game stopped at the moment. The ladies all the way from Fort Porto there, discussing and discussing. You can see them. Well, no serious opportunities, by the way, to talk about in this match, really, for the King of Kings. But just remind you that this is the other team for the Toro Queens, because there is the Toro Queens, and then there is this. And this is basically the second of the Toro Queens. They call themselves the King of Kings. You can actually see the age of the players, still very young, you can see. And Katusime, it was Katusime, the battle between Katusime and Shakira. Now that is skills. That is skills there. That is something they do not teach you sometimes in school. You have to use your head. Oh, really, I think the injury to Karunji Diana is becoming very serious. She's taken more than 3 minutes down, and some slight bit of concern here now for the King of King coach right now. Well, there was an earlier game that was played at 10 a.m. in the morning. It looks like the King of Kings will be making a substitution to the goalkeeping department because Karunji Diana may not continue. Her injury must be very serious. That collision was very serious there, so it looks like there will be a change. And we might bring in Kemigisa Oliver Kemegisa Oliver should be the one to come in as a replacement of Kirungi. She might not continue. That injury might be very serious. And also for Asabo, their coach is slightly quiet. You can see him there. As it stands, one of his player, Nampidi Gotina, could have picked up a cut. Well, she's done. She just can't continue. Could have taken up a cut to the chin. It's a cut to the chin, so in order to stop the flow of the blood. Well, earlier on I thought that Kemegisa Oliver might be coming back, but it looks like Kirungi Diana might continue. It's clock ticking, but we have to stop it a little bit just because of the injury to the goalkeeper. 20 minutes of the game played. Still 0-0 for this game. Earlier on we did see the Luero best side going on to win its game by 3-2 over Dynamic. Luero actually were leading by 2-0 at halftime over Dynamic, and Dynamic had to fight very, very hard to come back and win the game. Dynamic losing that game to the Luero side by 3-2. She's waiting for her time to come in. Kemegisa Oliver still keeping an eye on whether Kirungi will continue this game. And I know down in Hoima, Fort Porto, Chenjojo, they're totally watching their ladies play here. This is a very good feeling for those living down that side at the tourism city, together with the oil city. Possibly maybe the goalkeeper will be up and running, may be able to continue this match. And they just need to keep on jogging at one spot, because just standing like that can actually affect them. Players need to keep a little bit warm, need to keep that's the best thing you can do, like what on the other side Apollo Janat is doing. You just need to move your legs, kind of jog in one place, just in order to keep yourself okay. But it looks like Kirungi might continue. Well, I thought she wasn't, because she took a knee to the chin. Now it's going to be very, very uncomfortable, really. Going to be very uncomfortable for Kirungi Diana, having a bandage around your head to your chin. Surely has to be very, very uncomfortable. You can see her. Game does continue, so we have a lot of minutes to add on when it comes down to the added time. Shakira, the captain for Gafford, holding the run to Miriam Nakaiwa, or Nakaiwa rather. Kemegisa. Hit away, collected perfectly now. Chance for Shakira. Away by Kahevi. Intercepted well there by Claire. Looking for Namagembe Aisha. Easily goes away for another throw in here. Just 23 minutes of this played. 23. Namuli. Namuli again. It's a bouncing ball. Nuru trying to strike that ball through Nuru. Karo Kabebe. Subo trying to strike from distance. King of Kings standing guard well. Salwango loses possession. Sharon Kanyiginia. This is Sharon with a run. Collected well by Namuli. And the referee says there was some bit of a foul. Looks like Sharon Kanyiginia could have fouled in the process with that battle alongside Patricia Namuli.
Munda. Sanchez.
Long ball up front, dropping ball forward, straight away to Kirunji. Kemigisa. Penina. It's away by Miriam, collected by Shakira. Back to Miriam and Shakira again. Trying to notch that ball through. The flag goes up on Janata Polot. And she's offside. Ball forward, straight up to the goalkeeper Nuru.
Sharon, wow! Sanchez. Ndio wangu je kutwala ndo mlekale free nkorola nyo. Florence, we done.
Tina Nambirigo trying to deliver that ball forward now, collected slightly by Sharon. Now Caro here, stolen by the Gafford ladies inside the box line. Goalkeeper comes out, and this time she uses her legs well there, Kirunji. Well, she's not very happy. The defense seems to be breaking slightly, putting a lot of pressure on her. Kirunji. Tina. The fight is not very bad now. They continue to deliver. Slight push there. Still holding her guards on. Collected well in the D by Janat. Float away. Miriam. Oh, that's very poor there from Nakayua Miriam. That just goes away for a goal kick now to the King of Kings. It will be very good for them to begin this running very well. They surely will be very much in the mood of maybe collecting 3 points from here, or maybe even 1, and wait for what exactly happens in the others. Well, in this group A, there is Subo, there is King of Kings, there is the Giants all the way from Luero, and of course Dynamic. That is in group A. Well, the winners from here are promoted to the Super League, as the losers from the Super League were demoted or relegated to the Elite League. Case in point is Risa Academy, were relegated to this league, Risa do play some pretty good football, by the way, but this is good running. Evelyn Katusime goes out. Well, you have to admit that if you have been following the women's football of recent on UBC, from the Super League to where we are to the Elite League, you'll be very impressed with the level at which the ladies actually do play some good football. In Uganda, there is a lady that has scored 91 goals. She comes all the way from UCU. 91 goals. That's the beauty of the game, really. Nasuna, 91 goals for herself in her career of the game. Not very many matches. I'm very sure she'll be looking to become the first woman to score a century of goals in Ugandan football. She's just about 9 goals away. As we go for the water break, the referee actually whistles for that water break here. The temperatures in Jinja slightly high. When you compare that with the temperatures in Kampala, you'll be very surprised how it's very chill in Kampala right now. Could be operating at about 25, 26 or even 24 down in Kampala. And King of Kings and Garford fighting. The gaffer giving some bit of instructions right now to the students in there. Still locked on 0-0. If you've been also a follower of school football, CAF together with FIFA have actually come up with what we call a Pan-African schools competition that will get underway next year. It is called the CAF FIFA Pan-African School Tournament. And the president of CAF, that is Motsepe, through his foundation, donated about $10 million for that competition as a starter. And the Pan-African Schools Championship will begin from the regions. Most especially, they will begin from the associations. When you come to Uganda, we shall begin from FUFA here. So it means the schools in Uganda will actually fight it off, because FUFA is basically a member of CAF. So the schools in Uganda will play competition. That is, of course, we do have that in Uganda. If you do remember very well, there's the Coca-Cola. So I don't know if they'll be using that, but it's a competition for the under 12s and under 14s. Chance here, dropping ball, sweet goal. Katusime. Well, look at the run. Surely she does the Ronaldo. Energy on Katusime Evelyn. Well, the dancing comes in, but Katusime, now that's a super goal, really. You rarely see that from a lady, but today we have seen super striking. And Katusime Evelyn, who has actually been a pain today, look at how she beats the defense, and look at this finish. Boom! The finish alone, execute, the timing of this ball is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can do that and go off target. Sometimes you can do that and the ball goes over the bar. But look at the timing from Katusime. Sweet goal. King of Kings are currently enjoying the buffet as the Garford ladies will continue to gaffle around. Well, they needed that water break, the King of Kings. Now they are leading after that throw-in. And now substitution. It will be jersey number 18 coming out. Nakaiwa Miriam will be coming out, and Katusime Evelyn will be coming in. The most surprising thing is that Katusime was actually on the original lineup. Don't know exactly why the coach had to change that and take her to the bench. Well, he knows the answer very well. Well, no taking things for chance. Karunji Diana coming out to put that ball away. She looks very uncomfortable with that Oof. Well, there you go. It's a bit of awkward goalkeeping. It's good pressure coming in from Nuru Nachanzi, trying to put the goalkeeper Kirunji down, and it's a bit of pressure. 34 minutes on the clock here. Penina. Swept away. Collected perfectly at the midfield. Zalwango. Well, if you realize the ladies from Fort Porto are currently using energy and speed. Actually, it's speed. That's what they're using. Sharon Kanyenkinya, together with Kabeinachi and Katusime, all utilizing the speed. Throw. Kabeinachi drops that ball forward, collected there by Katusime, and swept away by Claire Namatovu. Just easily pushed away. So like I was saying before, the Pan-African Football Championship coming to Africa next year will be for the under-12s and under-14s. But schools football, school football. Well, if there is a champion from Uganda, he goes and plays with the other schools in the Sekafa region. And if they win the Sekafa region, they qualify to go and play at the finals, which will basically be like the African Cup of Nations, but for schools competition. You know perfectly well that growing up, most of you who are following this, you know that sports used to be from schools, and talent was actually gotten perfectly well from schools. Most of these players you see on your screen right now are actually students. They're the ones that have the time and the talent to play. That's why sports actually comes from school. So it will be a very good competition to see that the games are actually gotten from the school level to the higher level. Those will begin in September next year. Motsepe, that is basically one of his babies that he wants to introduce, so he has put $10 million to the start of the competition. He did announce that this week down in his tour to Sierra Leone and Liberia. So the CAF FIFA Pan-African school game will be on. That's a foul.
Stop pushing.
Shakira. Also reminding you that CAF has postponed the World Cup qualifiers that were supposed to get underway in June next month to September, October, November. Chance again, goalkeeper is out, and then the final games will be played in March. So basically we can say that the Cranes have more 3 months to prepare. Oh, that's a weird tackle, but the flag does not go on. Shakira. Rachel. Oh, the referee does blow the whistle, I think for safety, because it looks like Katusime is still on the ground in a lot of pain. That's the goal scorer. Well, she's very pacey. Look at this. Rachel thought she had all the time. When she remembered, whoops. Oh, that's a weird tackle. That's a foul.
Doctor, just reach out from the side.
37 minutes to 38 already played, so it looks like the referee has ordered Katusime Evelyn to be treated outside because we already wasted a lot of time. This is the goal here. Nice goal from Katusime. Bam! That's a good finish. That's a mature finish. Shoulder control. Patricia Namoli driving forward now. They're looking for the equalizer. Shakira going forward. Flag is up for the offside. Totally no bother there. Well, Group B will have its games being played tomorrow. The beauty about the Elite League is we have teams as far as Lira also playing. Lira, Soroti, all available. So the regions are well represented. Fight here. Throw in. Well, it's preparations for the sand cranes to train are in high gear. You can actually see some gentlemen trying to dig up the sand at the far right of your TV. Shakira is offside. The far right of the TV is basically the pitch for the sand cranes. That is, sand cranes are the Uganda cranes that play beach soccer. And that's the pitch over there on your far. Oh, it has actually gone off very quickly. Sorry about that. That's the pitch there, the center of your TV. And Uganda has actually qualified for the African Cup of Nations for the beach soccer. And Uganda's first game will be against the hosts Senegal. We're in the same group with Senegal and Tanzania there. The winner of the competition qualifies for the World Cup in Russia. Shakira beats one. Shakira lays it through. Looking for room now. Salwango goes down. That's a foul there at the arc of the penalty. Somebody seems to be very, very surprised why they call. Well, free kick here to the Garford ladies. Now this free kick is in a very, very good territory. Good territory for a goal. We have seen goals scored from such a distance, most especially from the free kick level. Standing on it, Zalwango, Shiba. Zalwango, that's poor, very, very poor. Well, the idea was actually trying to nick the ball under the wall. But it didn't pay off really. Player Namatovu in pressure, goes for safety. Puts it out for a throw-in. She looks very tired, Claire Namatovu.
Avoid touching them. Ball side.
Away. 4 minutes remaining to play for. It's a pressure. Nuru. She goes slightly behind. She's trying to look for Shakira here. And a big clearance from Penina. Here come the King of Kings again, venturing forward as they look for position inside the D. Oliver trying to close the gap there. Stolen away but repossessed at the midfield level. Olivier loses possession. Aisha Namagembe. This is good for Asubo Garford. Oh, surely that's a foul. And Nuru Nachanzi brought down by Kahebi Florence. She has been very outstanding with her defensive skills, Florence. Well, just reminding you that you can also follow us live on YouTube. The game is live there, so you can tell a friend to tell a friend if they can't actually access the free-to-air of UBC, which is actually on all. Oh, there's a free kick, right? So go for the free kick here. Rachel standing on this. This is Rachel. Goes for the collar. Straight to the arms of the keeper. She just falls on that Kirunji. But good try from Rachel. Very good try, really. Oh, this was the free kick on Nuru. Yeah. It became a rugby match, not a football match. Throw in. Caro. Kubeibe. Looking to Sharon. It's a run from Sharon here. Tries to drop that ball through to the goalkeeper. And Babirie looking very, very comfortable. Already conceding a goal. Beaten once by Katusime Evelyn. 2 minutes of normal time to play for. I'm very certain the referee may add about 4 to 5 because of the injury to the goalkeeper a while ago. King of Kings get themselves a throw in. Nobody following that throw, just goes away for a goal kick. The elections for the FUFA presidency also coming in very soon, around August 29th. If I can remember my dates well, that's when we shall be voting the new president for FUFA. Bali will be the host city for the assembly that will be voting the new president, and also the president of the country will be swearing in next week. 7 minutes added, 7 minutes. That is how much time was actually spent on the ground by the goalkeeper, Karunji. So 7 added. Well, in 7 minutes you can actually have many goals. Remember, it takes a second to score a goal, so anything can still happen. It's a foul now to Gafford. Pressure from Sharon. Well, referee doesn't want to know about that. It's a long ball. Far side, goalkeeper does well. I thought the goalkeeper had actually put away for a goal kick. But it is a goal kick. Thought it was a corner, but it's a goal kick. Yeah, the most interesting thing about the Elite League is it has been a tournament for the ladies also to shine in charge of officiations. Not seen any man here. So that's the only way we can actually build more officials in terms of the game, especially for the ladies. So they'll be very happy about that. We have, I think, a few. There'll be one in charge of the Express game today. Well, Express Football Club shall be today, and that game will be officiated by a lady. But this competition for the Ladies League purely has been officiated by the ladies. Even the Super League. Foul. 2 of the 7 already played, so we have 5 minutes to go to half time. Claire trying to nick that ball for the goalkeeper. Chirunji will be wasting a few seconds. She's done well, very, very well. Claire chases on for a holding ball there from Namagembe. And the fight is on with Katusime. Ooh, look at that. That's called sandwiching. Well, 2 against 1. And Amanyire Rose had to complain to the referee. Referee hearing her cry and giving her a free kick. Just look at this, the sandwich there. There, she wins the ball free and square. Does very well. And in the process, now here comes the sandwich in the middle. Bam! That's a foul. Gaviria. Collected perfect by Janata Polot. And a miscue. They continue to deliver. Long ball forward for Asubu Gafford. Looking for that equalizer, Shakira. couldn't receive. On the wing side, calling for the handball, dropping ball, that's an offside. Yeah, the captain, Shakira, was in an offside position, and she actually came back into the game, and confirmation for that yellow, Kaheru. Receiving that yellow card there, Kaheru. Florence Kaheru, the defender for the King of Kings. Sharon. Shakira fighting for possession, loses that ball through. Repossessed there by Patricia Namuli. Sharon squeezing away through at the midfield level. Shakira beaten. It's a dropping ball. Good clearance there from Namatovu Claire, but it's not far away. Ooh! That was very, very close to somebody's face. Well, the referee does blow the whistle. I hope it's not the incidents where they almost kicked somebody's face now. Yeah, there you go. She's feeling the aftermath of that kick. Olivia. There. Felt it on the chest. Oh, she's okay. She'll be running that off. Well, that's the beauty of being a sportsman. You run the pain off. You have to play under pain. So, chance for Shakira, dropping forward. Away they continue to deliver. That's very good turning there. Good play in the midfield. Sylvia, but loses possession. The 1-2s are not very bad here. Shiba Zalwango. And there is an offside flag up. It looks like Namagembe was the one napping. Referee has a check on her clock. We're just a few seconds away. Throw in, or rather free kick. Away by Penina. Controlled here by Evelyn. And the referee says the 7 is up, so basically that is how it is, and that's how it stands. Well, Gafford are being led by the King of Kings, and the lady of the moment is Katusime Evelyn. Her goal is the one that still separates the two sides at halftime. It will be strategy talking for the Gafford side. When they go back to the dressing rooms, they will be discussing what went right, what went wrong. And of course, on the other side, the King of Kings will be very, very pleased with how they have played the match so far. The officiation in this year's edition so far has been great. From the Super League to where we are right about now, it's the same set of officials, the ladies responsible for this game. We have not had any serious incidents, but as it stands right about now, it has been a wonderful first 45 minutes between Asubo and the King of Kings, and of course the King of Kings leading by 1-0. We go for the break. After the break, it will be the analysis, and second half will be coming up in just a bit. Don't go away.
Airtel, prosper with Airtel Money today. Become an Airtel Money agent. Apply or register today as an Airtel Money agent free of charge, or call us on 0800 327 327 toll free. Submit your business documents to be verified by Airtel Uganda free of charge. Feedback will be communicated within a maximum of 5 working days. The Airtel team will be in touch with you for the next business steps, still at no cost. Inquiries, applications, or registrations and verification are all free of charge. To register or know more, call us today on 0800 327 327 toll free. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek Aina Dasha.
And my name is Ann Taylor. Together,
we are
Lucky 3 brand ambassador. We want to let you know that this time we're bigger, better and easier. Simply dial *185 *88# Dasha and select Lucky 3.
The order of the 3 numbers doesn't matter. Any order you give us, you stand a chance of walking away with the weekly jackpot.
Don't forget to catch the show on Magic 1 HD.
UBC TV every Tuesday at exactly 7:30 p.m. Lucky 3 Chisoboka. It is possible.
The Value-Added Tax Act 1996 requires that the buyer's details are indicated on a tax invoice required to be issued by every VAT-registered seller.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
Has anyone seen Bob?
Over here!
How did you get in there?
With my Airtel Money MasterCard.
But you don't even have a bank account.
Well, it's not a card. It's virtual, so no plastic, and it's safer.
But what are you doing there?
I want to buy Nancy a birthday gift, book my flight tickets, renew my Big Click subscription, and order a shipment.
The Airtel Money MasterCard. It's not a card, but works just like one. Get one on the Airtel Money menu on your phone.
What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we love, because it's those things that bring us close together.
Thank you so much, of course, for those of you who are following us on UBC television in the FUFA Women Elite League 2021. It's half time here at the FUFA Technical Center, Njeru. Of course, Gafford ladies trailing by a goal to nil. A goal coming in from Evelyn Katusime. What a beauty for team Kings of Kings. Yet again, Lawrence Wanka joined in by the two women football encyclopedias in Uganda. We're having Joel Mwita and Coach Shafik Mutebi of the ladies to have a glimpse on what happened in the first half of this game. Joel Mwita, Gafford ladies again trailing. I remember in the FUFA Women playoffs last year, it was by this time the game was still 0-0 when Gafford was playing a side coming in from Fort Portal. But now, time flies. Gafford are trailing by a goal to nil. What have you seen in the first half?
You would say different arrangements, but at the end of the day, almost something happening in a similar way. Of course, we talked about Roger Sayesga, the head coach of King of Kings. He also works with Toro Queens. Probably he knows the thing about Asubo Lady Gafford. But personally, I would say they haven't really looked the part. Like we said in the preview, we thought they would come and put up a performance that really shows they have the experience, they have the character, they have the mental attitude, but probably they didn't give that in the opening 45 minutes. If you look at their midfield, we're divided away from their forwards. Nur Nachans not getting the chances in there, not getting the supply that probably we thought a player like Shakira Mutiwa would have offered. Shiba Zarango not looking the part. Probably you feel for Coach Jackson and Suboga, he put out the team that probably you feel is the best that he should have put up on the day, but clearly the midfield has let them down, giving a lot of chances and opportunity and space for King of Kings to operate. The player that scored the goal, Evelyn Katusime, clearly you see she has the pace, and in that goal she beat the defense for pace and eventually lobbing that ball past the on-rushing goalkeeper. So for me, I think it's about this team, Asubo Lady Gafford, not doing the best they should do on the day, not using the experience that I talked about, and not making sure they get those chances. Because clearly, if you look at the opening 45 minutes, not so many chances at goal, apart from 1 or 2. But like we expected dominance, we expected a lot of chances created, not shown in the opening 45 minutes for me.
Okay, not shown in the opening 45 minutes. That's from Joel, and of course Shafiq Mutebi. We are seeing the experienced side rather. Of course, by a goal down. To me, I'm kind of surprised on what is happening on pitch. Football is Maracado. Of course, my coach John Barnes is the man of that slogan. But of course, Gafford down by a goal to nil.
Yeah, as I said in the first before the first 45 minutes, I said somehow you feel that you should expect more surprises before the game, and of course we have seen the surprise. King of Kings, the team from Fort Portal, they are leading by 1-0. Gafford, they are trailing from behind, and as Joel has said, there is nothing like urgency from the team, which you expect they should show the dominance in the game in terms of the experienced players they have in Shakila Mutiwa. And as I said before, the difference would be the coaches from both sides, Jackson Nsubuga from Gafford and then Coach Ayesiga, because in terms of experience, I think he has experience more than Jackson. He has been in the league, he has been with the different clubs, has coached schools for so long, so maybe somewhere that's the strategy he's using, because when you see the players playing on the pitch, he has more players in the midfield, meaning he wanted to oversurge the midfield so that Gafford fails to play from the midfield, because that is where the power Gafford has in the midfield, because you have Shibaza Rango, who has experience, who has been on the under-20, you have Shakira Mutiwa, then before the substitution you had Rachel Tukamwewa, who has experience in terms of playing football, who has played for Bishop SS Mokono. So in terms of experience in the midfield, Gafford is a better side, but they are outnumbered at times, because Tolo Queens has 4 players in the midfield and they always have 3, and before even conceding a goal, we have seen Shakira Mutiwa playing as an holding midfielder, and at the same time Rachel Tukamwewa, and I would think Shakira is far much better to take the team forward, maybe than where he played in the first 35 minutes of the game. And as Joel I said, Katsime Evelyn and then Kanyiginya Sharon, the lady who is putting on jersey number 7, they are trying to take King of Kings forward in terms of runs, in terms of taking them forward, in terms of spreading the pitch when the team has the ball. So I think Asubo Gafford has to go to the drawing board and maybe somehow try to do some amends so that they should come in the second half and maybe either have 1 goal to have a point, or maybe they can score more to get the bragging right of the game.
Coach Shafiq, what should we expect in the last 45 minutes of the game?
I should expect Gafford to come angry, because they know what the game means for them. The first game of the tournament for them, they know they should be up there in the FUFA Women's Super League, and reaching there, of course, you have to keep on winning games, and winning games you have to start with your first game of the tournament. And we know losing the first game, we saw against Kampala Queens in the FUFA Women's Super League, they lost the first game and they couldn't come back. So maybe somehow they know that when you lose the first game, it will be hard for them to come back in the tournament. Of course, where they know they should be pushing themselves to the FUFA Women's Super League.
They should be pushing themselves to the FUFA Women's Super League. Jerome Rita, what should we expect in the last 45 minutes of the game?
I would say a bit of urgency from Asubo Gafford ladies. They didn't look the part, like I said, in the opening 45 minutes. You clearly want to have more chances at goal, have as many attempts as you can, and probably to push for an early goal in the second half, because every time that clock is ticking down, you're probably losing interest and losing the hope. So if they come back, no chance should get those chances. She hasn't really looked the part, and you believe if she's getting the supply, she can take 1 or 2 chances away. I believe Subo Gafford still have a lot of things to fight for in the second half, but what the coach should do basically is improving the midfield and making sure there is supply for Nuruna Chance, who I know is very capable of scoring, capable of taking away the chances, and I know they can do that. Then for King of Kings, I believe Rogers Ayesga will come back with a plan to maintain, first of all, the possession, try to deal it around and make sure they don't lose that ball easily, because every time they'll be having that ball, they would probably be trying to frustrate Asubo Lady Gafford. So for me, I think it's still a contest that is wide open for either side. Of course, King of Kings have the driving, they're in the driving seat and they have the lead. Probably you feel if they get another goal, it will be a little bit hard for Asubo Gafford to come back. But for Gafford, if they get that early goal in the second half, for me, I think they still stand a chance of making sure they can sneak 3 points today.
Okay, we've heard it from the two gentlemen on ground at the FUFA Technical Center, Njero. It's halftime. Asubo Gafford ladies 0, King of Kings having that 1 goal lead. See you at full time.
Experience 100% 4G speeds across Uganda with the Airtel 4G Pocket Wi-Fi available at 123,000 shillings only. It comes with 15 GB free for 1 month. Visit the nearest Airtel shop, device selling shop or Airtel online shop. www.airtel.co.ug/broadband-discover. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Clerk to Parliament invites all members-elect of the 11th Parliament to collect their invitation cards. Cards should be collected on Monday 10th and Tuesday 11th May 2021 from the Parliament building between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. All members-elect are advised and requested to adhere to COVID-19 standard operating procedures, SOPs, as they come to Parliament to collect their documents. Signed by Clerk to Parliament.
Someone is just fouling. Moreover, off the ball.
Well, if there's anyone who has actually suffered in this match, it's the goalkeeper, Chirunji. Well, she's actually fouled again. Fouled in the first half, picked up a serious injury to the head. Now she's having a problem with the knee. Well, that's the beauty of the Pearl of Africa, Uganda. It's raining in Kampala, not raining in Jinja. Here's the injury. Some bit of collision out there on the leg. The game does continue to progress up and up. There's a lot to play for here. Long ball collected perfectly at the midfield level. Shakira put it away, and good header coming up there from Tina. Janet with the cross, very poor it was. Just glides away there for a goal kick. Goal kick here to King of Kings, who are looking very, very comfortable. It's more pricing up. Collected on the midfield level. Nuru. Long pass away. Should be another free kick now. Well, Garford in blue, the King of Kings in the white is all given away. That's a chip goal to concede. But it looks like the referee sees a foul, an infringement, but the celebrations continues and breaks. Are they celebrating? No, they are not. Well, what happened? It's an offside according to the assistant referee. We shall see that from the replay, and there will be a substitution coming up shortly. Well, it looks like Sabo will be the one to make the substitution. Well, let's wait from here. Well, where was the offside? Let's confirm this. Where was the offside? Where was the foul? Really, that's poor officiation, I can admit. Really poor officiation. Maybe the flag actually went up for the players who was offside, trying to impact on the game. Header back to the goalkeeper, Babirie. Claire Namoli. The one pass through in the midfield position. Now this is good football. Now the offside. It's failing to time their runs. That is Janet Apolot. Got a napping there, jersey 11 for Asubo ladies. Penina. Long is sent. Ooh, there's a miscue here, but goalkeeper Babiria Nuru had to come out very quickly off a line to save the situation. Well, they're playing very well here with a lot of ease, but the King of Kings are not giving away anything for granted. Shall be able to see from the replay again whether that was an offside or no offside. The referee awards a foul throw. It's a bit of possibly a harsh treatment. Should see that again from the replay later. Rose. Throw again for King of Kings. Manire Rose to throw this ball forward. It's good skills there from Katusime. It's a long ball forward. Can they keep that ball on play? No, they can't. Goes away for the corner. Corner. Corner swept in well. It's brushed away. Collected calmly. Trying to attack, but they keep the pressure. This is Janet Apolot. Another throw in here to Gafford. Patricia Namuli looking to go long now. Namuli. Aisha Namagembe trying to drop that ball forward to Patricia. Goalkeeper comes out and saves the day. We're still having that bandage over the head and chin. Away by Amanyire. Swept away there by Namatovu. At the midfield level, they're cooking up something. Namuli Patricia. A lot of energy. Drives it through. The flick in from Aisha. Can they keep the ball on play? Yes, it's Shakira to the byline. Holds the run. And she gets a corner. A very good drive there from Shakira. And again, solid piece of defensive work there from the King of Kings.
Against five.
Corner. Corner brought in well. Away by Shakira. Goalkeeper comes out to save the situation. Kirunji. It's away by Kirunji. Rachel. Namuli a little bit slow to keep the ball on play, and unfortunately for her, that goes away for throw-in now to the King of Kings. Aisha. Shakira. Safety fast there for Penina. Just so it was actually Karo Kubaibi. Shakira. Amuli waiting. Ball is at the midfield to Rachel. Trying to squeeze her way through Rachel, and the pass was a little bit poor. Well, on we did see a substitution coming in for Gafford. 66 Divine Mirembe came in a little while ago. That is jersey number 66 Divine Mirembe. But here comes Asubo's Namuli, throws it long, switching that ball forward. It's a bouncing ball, but to nobody in particular. There's a sweet turn here, and it's gotten away. Throw in for Gafford. Done very quickly. Well, Kirunji, trust me, even her defender Florence is complaining. I don't know if it's the problem of the headgear there, but she looks a little bit uncomfortable, you have to admit. That is Kirunji. Mirembe stolen away. Collected well by Aisha. Patricia Namuli to throw. It's a big clearance there, very, very huge. Repossessed out for a throw-in by Namatovu Claire. It's about 57 minutes of the game played in this. Gafford nil, King of Kings 1. So if basically King of Kings go on to win this, so there will be number 2 on the table. Oh, that's good skills, very, very good skills here. The run is not bad from the goal scorer, Katusime. Keeps the ball on play and uses her body very well there to shield that ball. Stolen away, but straight up to the goalkeeper, Nuru. Away from Nuru. Apollo fighting. Pushed away by Florence. Kept on play at the midfield level by Gafford, who are dropping forward. Aisha. In the box line, Shakira. Cross as well. And finally, King of Kings try very much to redeem. The pressures now. Gafford are looking for a goal here. It's a long-range shot. To the arms of the goalkeeper there, Chirunji. That's a foul. Sharon actually having a push. Zalwango. Aisha Namagembe is offside. She just failed to time herself well. That's the offside awarded. So there's a free kick now to the King of Kings, which is easily given away, but repossessed perfectly here by them. Look at how they build this. Well, it's 2 against 1. Referee will award what? A corner. Well, some of the players of Gafford complaining with the referee. They thought there was a foul there, but Namatovu Claire seemed to have been sandwiched. But trust me, the young players of the King of Kings utilizing their energy and speed well. Corner. Goalkeeper fails to control that. Now from the back, here come Gafford trying to venture forward. Well, the idea was not that bad, but the way they put the ball was the one that was the problem. They are looking for Apollot. Controlled here, Mirembe. This is Mirembe, fails to keep the ball on play. Repossessed by Rachel. Collected here at the midfield level by Zalwango. Aisha. Zalwango. Shibak Zalwango. Throw in. Namuli Patricia to go long. She's looking for the captain, Shakira. And looks like Shakira was actually fouled. And Florence was the suspect on that. Actually, it was Jennifer Katusabe. Just the number 13 for King of Kings. Divine Mirembe looking to deliver this ball forward. Away from Divine. The pressure continues here. Inside the box line. Swept away from danger. Zalwango with a cross, but well read again at the midfield level. Zalwango. Shakira. Namagembe Aisha tries to nick that ball through. That just rolls away for Another throw in now to Garford, who have 28 minutes on the clock to salvage something from this game. Could be a draw, could be a win. Katusime. Another throw in here. Well, Mirembe loses that ball. Mirembe trying to fight for possession. Good play from Mirembe. Mirembe again. It's out of the boot pass on the far side. This is looking for Katusime onto the wing side. Apollo Janet. Apollo tries to drop that ball through. Not a good drop, really. Mirembe. The goalkeeper salvages on that. Chirunji Oliver. 27 minutes on the clock remaining to play. Garford nil, King of Kings nil. Namatovu just easily glides the ball away to a combination between Namatovu Claire and Nambirigo Tina. Failing to notch there, but there's going to be a substitution yet again. Kawahura is coming out. Karunji coming in. That's a sub made by the King of Kings. Shakira to the box. Could that be a corner? No, they said a corner surprisingly, but stolen away again. Shakira. Corner. Well, the whistle for the corner, but it's a throw-in rather. Shiba turning and twisting. That is Zalwango Shiba. Oh dear, it's a very, very poor cross from Shiba Zalwango. It's very disappointing, real disappointing there from Shiba. Sharon now on the run. Stolen away there by Claire. Bouncing right in front of Namagembe Aisha. Looking for something. It was actually Patricia Namuli. Took a knock to the face. Patricia, she's still on the ground. Now the referee needs to go and see what's going on here. Could be a shoulder problem for Namuli. She's okay.
Patricia. You got to in your box. Patricia. You got to flag and pack in your box.
Katusime holding that ball forward. This is Mirembe. Well, she actually bought the foul there, and referee awarding that free kick. Zalwango. Mirembe trying to come closer, wins that ball well. Mirembe with the run here. Mirembe trying to nick it away. This is Apolotse curling ball through to the goalkeeper. And there was no way Namuli Patricia's chance for goal would disturb the goalkeeper. Chirunji Oliver. Well, looks like Gafford will be making 3 substitutions. Claire. Shakira offside. No, the free kick is actually being delayed to be taken. King of Kings taking their time here. Totally taking their time. And Caro shall be the one to send this ball very much long. It's a long one from Caro. Collected calmly at the midfield. This is Shiba Zalwango. Aisha. Shakira holds the run, beats 2. Still on the run here, Shakira looking for room to squeeze. That yielded nothing anyways. And easily given away. Zalwango fighting in the midfield. Mirembe. Rachel. They need to save a corner if they can. Keeper does well there. And saves that corner. They're possessing it well, Kirunji. Tina. Katusime. Rachel. Namuli Patricia. Aisha Namagembe looking to Shakira. And, unfortunately for Shakira, she just couldn't keep the ball and play the captain. Throw here to the King of Kings with about 21 minutes to play for here. Just 21. Caro. Throw in here. Just only 1 goal in this. The first game had 3 goals. Actually, more than 3 goals, rather. The first game had 5 goals. Surprisingly. It ended 3-2. Rachel. Gets the foul, free kick. A free kick now. What can they do? What can they deliver? It's Mirembe switching that ball very long. There's a brush here. Shakira fighting. Another chance. Miscue in the box here. Chance for Polot. And she fails to nick it in. Well, Polot very lucky the ball fell to her leg. Janata Polot. But just failing to utilize the good chance that came her way there. Irembe. Aisha looking to Shakira, who's offside. Well, she's actually been gotten offside more than any other player, Shakira. Sharon with the 1 pass here. And a flick back there with well-worked defensive skills now. Aisha trying to go long. Repossessed at the midfield level there. Perfectly by Katusabe Jennifer. Should we another free kick now to the King of Kings. Still holding their nerves and they're still leading on this one. Nuru Babiria holding it very well here. Nuru. Switching very long. The goalkeeper coming out to do very, very well. Well, just reminding you that up next will be the Ministry of Education talk show. Well, that talk show will be coming up later on. Yeah, be coming up at exactly 3 p.m. as a substitution is being made here. Just the number 8 is getting out. That is Zalwango Shiba. Shiba, Zalwango. Corner brought in relatively well. There's a gliding chance for a head that goes out. Well, really, Garford will have themselves to blame if they fail to get anything from this game. That's more pressing now. Here they come again. Shakira trying to enter into the D. She becomes a little bit selfish on that, Shakira. Throw in. Now there's also rumor that the FUFA Big League will also be played here. We don't know exactly when, but that is the rumor around the footballing grapevine, that the Big League will be played also here. Mirembe. Now it is Aisha, or Aisha rather. Jennifer. At the midfield now. Garford looking stronger. Tina squeezing that ball through. She's offside again. Shakira just failing to see how she can time herself with the last defender and make that run. Shakira. It's a brushing ball away, collected back there. Should be a free kick. Well, the King of Kings actually trying to hold their nerves. But maybe there will be a substitution. The referee has a look at the side. But nothing coming while. Well, we shall be going for the water break. So it's a call-in. Water break there. So judging from what we have seen so far, you have to admit that the Garford ladies are still failing to break down the King of Kings, who have actually had a very, very good job here. They've played so well. But it looks like they will have to do very, very much if they're to go down and get the points from this game. As it stands, the King of Kings looking very comfortable here. Totally comfortable at the break. Not seeing any serious, really any serious opportunity for goal here. Well, later on this week, we did see the Federation actually appointing the under-23 coach. The under-23 coach will have the duty of keeping the glory of the Uganda Cranes in Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup. It's been a change, by the way, in the ages for that. And as it stands, that was a chance that actually did go begging here for Gafford. Still speaking of the Sekafa Senior Challenge, there will be a competition for the under-23. Only the under-23 shall be playing in that competition. So I believe the coach of Uganda, Olivier Kwaso, will actually try very much to see if he can continue to dominate. His side was in the semi-finals of the CAF under-20. So there will be the same players to play in Sekafa. And the finals will be played in Ethiopia. Rumor was could be played around August. Then you have the Sekafa Kagame Cup that will also be played in Tanzania. And Uganda will be hosting, by the way, the women's competition too. So there's a lot of football to come by this year. Throw in Amuli Patricia. Also not forgetting, by the way, that Uganda will be playing in its maiden African Cup of Nations for beach soccer. Long pass, forward it runs through. Here comes the danger woman, Katusime, trying to nick that ball through to Sharon, but defended well, but not very well. The ball is still in the path of the King of Kings in the D. Switching, goes out. Corner. Well, also this week we did get some very good news about St. Mary's Kitende. Passed to host the World Cup qualifier, so it means Uganda will be playing its qualifiers here in Uganda. There was that worry of playing the games away in Tanzania, but now Chitende was passed, fit to host the event. Long ball, headed away, that's a foul. And also on yesterday, former captain of the Uganda Cranes, Nyango, receiving a gift from the First family. It's beautiful for him to receive that car for a job well done. And the ladies here fighting and probing up. Good earlier on play by Katusime. Sharon is offside. Yeah. Well, Gafford just giving away the ball very easily. And they need to be wary about the speed of the footballers of King of Kings, especially Katusime Evelyn. She's very pacey. It's good play there from Katusime. Ball is on the wing side. Throw for who? Throw for King of Kings. 9 minutes to play. It's only 9 minutes to play for 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. Tomorrow we shall be having Group B of the competition. That is actually Group B there for tomorrow in the FUFA Women Elite League. Just to remind you about tomorrow, match day number 2 will see Asubo Gafford ladies up against Dynamic. Actually, it's still Group A. Asubo Gafford will be up against Dynamic. That's going to be a very good game. Then the King of Kings will be up against... Oh, sorry. It's actually, yeah, it's King of Kings up against Luero. That's for tomorrow. Monday will be a rest day as action will be resuming on Tuesday. Well, she has all the right to do that. She can even sit down because there is no pressure on her. She has wasted a couple of precious seconds on that. She's playing with a smile. Two players going for the same ball. That's going to be a throw-in now to King of Kings. There'll be a substitution here for the King of Kings. And Sylvia Kabenaki has actually had a very, very good job today. She's just been replaced. Well, Nachiaga was the one that came in for Kabeinachi to play the remaining 7 minutes. It's a foul throw. Urgency now needed here for the Gafford side if they are to begin this competition on a high. It's collected by Sharon. Oops. Game continues now. Kabeina, that is Nachiaga. The referee said the ball had gone out for a throw-in. Caro looking to go long. And Namatovu Claire all defending very well there. It's a long ball forward. Well, just reminding you that it is still 0-1 in this match between Gafford and King of Kings. Still very much alive, 0-0. And that goal scored by Katusime is the one still separating both sides here. Away they continue to... Ooh, that's a foul. Well, she does apologize. I think it is Florence. Isn't she on a yellow? Isn't she on a yellow? She does apologize for that, and I think there's some bit of an injury concern right now. Oh, this is the foul. This is the foul here. Whoops. It's a very hard one, really. It was actually Penina who went very, very hard there. 5 minutes to play, just 5. Just keeping you posted on the game as it spans up. Long ball forward, gliding head away, but Claire Namatovu very poor. The goalkeeper will be very, very happy if she keeps a clean sheet here. Totally enjoyed her football. There's not been any serious issue to talk about when it comes down to the game. No serious issue here. Noro Babiria. Evelyn Katusime trying to drop forward, it goes. It's going to be an offside. This is not yet done. We still have a lot to play for. Just 2 minutes of normal time to play. 2 minutes. Already the 89th minute of the game, clocking here, slowly by slowly. Small pressings, a nicking ball through. There was a call for the handball, which has begun very quickly by Mirembe. Swept away. At around this time is when you need all your senses of concentration to kick in. Otherwise, if you concede a goal here, you blame yourselves really, especially for the King of Kings who have actually played 89 minutes. Shakira. Just fails to keep the ball on play, Shakira. The referee has added a minimum of 3 minutes. That's what we are hearing. There we go. 3 minutes added in here. Becoming more physical now. That's how the game is becoming. There's a tackle coming in from Aisha Namagembe there. And looks like the King of Kings will look to kill some time here. And they'll be substituting and bring out Olivia Kanyiginya. Olivia shall be the one exiting. It's basically an element of wasting time, and Atulinda coming in. It's basically what we call game management. Try and allow the clock to roll. Game begun quickly by Tina. Well, even if they are trailing and running out of time, they're still playing the game from the back, really. They need to send that ball further into the half of the King of Kings. The King of Kings will be very happy to have the ball remaining in the half of Gafford there. Long cross. Tina Way dropping that ball further. Now the referee goes for the safety call. There are 2 footballers on the ground. And, those will be killing some time here. Well, that's the technical bench there for the Gafford ladies. By the look of things, they will be accepting defeat. You can see the frustration on the posture. 66, that is Mirembe there, Divine Mirembe disappointed. Aisha Namagembe disappointed. Don't see them coming back here really. The added 3 minutes are done, so we are basically on borrowed time. Well, she has just come in, really. That is Atulinda just came in and got a kick on her first touch to the ball. It's a long ball away. Will be a goal kick now. So we shall be playing, I think, roughly like a minute because of the injury to Atulinda. Took some bit of time, but the referee does not borrow that as she blows the whistle and she brings this encounter to an end. Well, trust me, the King of Kings will be very, very pleased with themselves. They managed to win this convincingly. They held on to their lead. Goal scored very early, by the way, scored very, very early by the danger lady, Katusime Evelyn. It was a goal that actually did yield this, and that's how it has actually ended. So good action today, very, very good action. They probed and probed, really probed and probed, and they went on to perform very well to win this one. So basically the Elite League begins well for the King of Kings all the way from Fort Portal, and they are the ones leading this one perfectly and winning this. A 1-0 win over the Gafford ladies. For the Gafford ladies, their next game won't be coming very easy, I have to admit. Tomorrow is when they'll play again, so they need to actually get a result. That is tomorrow, the Gafford ladies. But as it ends here at the FUFA Technical Center in Injeru, it is Gafford 0 and the King of Kings 1. When we come back tomorrow for more action in the Ladies League, that is for tomorrow, we have some more 2 games for you lined up for tomorrow. If you've been following us today, I've been reading that. So tomorrow we have more action for you. It will be a battle between Asubo Gafford ladies up against Dynamic Jeza, and then it will be Kings of Kings up against Luero. Those will be the games to be played tomorrow. But for now, this game ends. Gafford 0, King of Kings 1. Goodbye.